Opening data set. First, the data set is opened in SPSS. The data view displays all recorded observations, while the variable view shows the information about each variable, including variable names, data types, and measurement levels. Running descriptive statistics. After selecting the variables, the descriptive analysis is performed through the analysis menu in SPSS. The selected variables are moved into the analysis box and the required statistical measures are chosen. The output provides important descriptive statistics such as the mean, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, and other relevant information. Creating visualization. Besides numerical results, SPSS can also present data visually. In this example, a pie chart is generated to show the distribution of categories within the dataset. The visualization makes it easier to identify proportions and compare different groups. Assigning variables. In the t-test dialog box, the dependent variable is placed into the test variable box, while the grouping variable is selected as the grouping variable. Interpreting t-test output. The SPSS output provides two important tables, which is the group statistic table and the independent samples t-test table. The group statistics table shows the mean, standard deviation, and sample size for each group. The independent samples test table shows the 11 tests for equality of variance and the t-test results. Assigning variables. In the ANOVA dialog box, the dependent variable is placed into the dependent list while the categorical variable is placed into the factor box. One way ANOVA is used when there is one categorical independent variable with 3 or more groups and one continuous dependent variable. Running the analysis. After selecting the required options, the analysis is performed and SPSS generates the ANOVA output. If the p-value is less than 0.05, it indicates that 3 is a significant difference between at least one group. However, if the p-value is greater than 0.05, it indicates that there is no significant difference among the groups.
Now, let's look at the correlation table. First, open the dataset, then go to the menu bar and click on Analyze, Correlate, and Vibrate. Next, select the variable and move the variable into the variable box. And then make sure the Pearson is selected and that the two-tail option is also selected. And then click OK. Once click OK, SPSS will generate the output. Let's look at the table. If the p-value is less than 0.05, the relationship is significant. If it's more than 0.05, then the relationship is not significant. Now, I'm going to create a scatter plot to visually examine the relationship between the two variables. First, I will click on the graph and then select the scatter plot and then select the simple scatter and define. So I will drag the independent variable to the x-axis and the dependent variable to the y-axis. We must see on the result in Pearson correlation, Correlation must be on more than 0.5. After that, click OK and the SPSS will generate the scatter plot. And then here the scatter plot, here the result of the scatter plot. So for the second scatter plot, we use the same step like we used in first scatter plot. So first we click on the graph and then select the scatter plot and then click on simple scatter and define. Drag the independent variable into the x-axis and then the dependent to y-axis and then click OK and then the SPSS will generate the result. Do the same step to all others correlation.